Welcome back to another video. Got some exciting news. Just upgraded the lighting. Got this crazy new light softbox, so I hope you guys enjoy the videos a little bit more. Maybe they're a little bit more professional. As you can see, my face is a little bit more lit up when I turn my head. It's like kind of like Darth Vader look though. It's like this side's black. I still have to understand how to work this lighting, but like this side is like nice and lit up, and then this side's like, okay, buddy, where's your light on this side? So bear with me. I will figure it out in future videos, but for now, this is what we got. Just put it in the corner. Today, I wanted to talk about a specific video, specific topic, I made when I was writing one of my posts for LinkedIn, because how it works is I basically script out video ideas, then I post them on LinkedIn, shorter forms on Twitter, and then as ideas come to me, I post them on Twitter. Longer forms on LinkedIn, and then I turn those long forms into videos on Instagram, and then I talk about them in detail on YouTube, and also whatever comes to my mind when I'm documenting my videos and making whatnot. But the topic that I wanted to talk to you guys today was about regarding your mindset. Regarding your mindset with judging yourself. Most people barely know themselves, but they let the fear of others judging them stop them from achieving anything that they want. Meaning, you barely know yourself unless you've done a lot of work, to the point that you don't know what you're actually capable of. And I want to bring this or tie this into specifically with, let's say you're trying to get fit, let's say you're trying to lose some weight, let's say you're trying to change your lifestyle around, your mindset, your habits and whatnot. You don't know what you're capable of. You don't know what you're capable of doing, you don't know what you're capable of accomplishing until you do it. Or until you at least start to sort of see what your capabilities are. But you projecting your fears into what other people are going to think about you, you projecting your fears into what others are going to say when you start, keeps you back from even starting. Meaning, let's say you've built this persona and this ideology behind you that, you're just some average Joe at work. You're not super fit. You could lose a couple of pounds and, you could drop the habits of daily drinking, daily sitting in front of your couch, watching Netflix when you get back home, ordering fast food, just pizza, sugary drinks and whatnot. And a lot of the time, people don't start because they fear that if they do start, people are going to start judging them for trying. What? No way that's real. Yes, a lot of people hold this fear inside the back of their head that, what if I try, the other people that know me, who already know this idea of who I am, are going to judge me for trying to change, trying to better myself. And not because, they're scared of me getting in front of them, or they're scared of me, doing better than them, because you're not doing better than anybody else, you're just doing better than yourself yesterday. But the fear of them knowing or thinking to themselves, I'm not going to start because these people are going to make fun of me or talk behind me or think about me for failing, you've already set yourself up for failure. So a lot of people might be confused what I'm trying to say here, because I know it seems like a lot. So let me explain it like I would to a 5-year-old. You don't want to start losing weight because you think you're going to fail this weight loss journey or fat loss journey, and you thinking you're going to fail projects your thoughts and ideas onto other people, judging you for trying because they know you're going to fail. And then that cycles back to you not even starting. Do you see how ridiculous that is? But some people live in this reality. Some people live in this sort of personification of themselves. You have to break free of not knowing what the future holds. I'm just going to take it one day at a time. A lot of people stress themselves out or trip themselves out completely. They don't even get started because they're thinking 5, 10, whatever, couple months, 5, 10 months into the future, and others 5, 10 years. I get stuck into this kind of thinking as well when it comes to like my future. Like, I need to have the exact whatever figured out of what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. But what I'm rather focusing on now is what can I do now that's going to benefit my future for my life? Meaning, what kind of financial steps can I take? What kind of educational steps can I take? What kind of physical steps can I take? What kind of relationship steps can I take? Now, worry about the things that you can do now to improve yourself that will 100% benefit you in the future. So if I eat healthy now, yes, it's going to be beneficial right now, but it's also going to be beneficial for the future. If I communicate with my partner now in a loving manner, it's going to benefit our relationship for the future. If I study now something that I'm interested in, I might not know the exact thing that's going to provide me financial freedom, but at least I'm educating myself on something that's relevant to me, something that's important to me that I can share with others. Right, that's another reason why I started this YouTube channel, because I wanted to obviously document my life, but more importantly, I wanted to document and share the value that I learned throughout my days, weeks, years, and months, and then look back when I have, never figured out, but when I've grew a little bit more and mature, develop, and look back and say, wow, I was nothing back then. Look at me now. And then when I'm looking at myself now, and then 10 years in the future, I was like, wow, I was nothing back then. Look at me now. Right? So it's an always continuous, ever-growing cycle. So that's the topic of mindset. I do want to share with you guys some ideas I had while on the Stairmaster today, because I like to share my thoughts with you guys. First things first. I think I've decided on a career path that I'm going to take. Here's like my 3 to 5 topic interests that I kind of bounce around with. Nutrition, psychology, philosophy, and there's one more. Fitness, which is kind of like kinesiology, human body movement, whatnot. And I thought to myself, how can I study something that's going to interest me? Because don't listen to your parents, don't go to school until you find what interests you. If that means you have to take a gap year, if that means you have to take some years off from school after high school to really figure out what your interests are, don't be afraid to take those years off. Second, I thought to myself, okay, I could study nutrition, like self-educated myself. because I don't want to get a master's and then possibly a PhD in nutrition. I could study psychology myself. I don't really want to have a psychology PhD because I don't want to be a therapist or like a counselor or something like that. And I also don't want to get a PhD in philosophy because I just like learning about philosophy myself. It's like philosophy is kind of like self-help. It's just kind of like my own thing that I like on my own time to study, learn more about. But I thought to myself, what can I study where I can A, document my journey with it, B, learn as much from it and then provide you guys with as much value from it, and then also incorporate to my personal brand and business of coaching, right? Mindset coaching, fitness coaching, nutrition coaching, health coaching. Then I thought to myself, I think kinesiology is the way. So I do have my undergrad in communications, which I strongly suggest. I made this mistake. Unless it's STEM related, do not go to university for it. Unless you're super passionate about it. Unless you're so passionate about, I guess history is kind of a STEM, but not really. But like, let's say for example, you're super passionate about history. Because I know one guy that's super passionate about history and he might be watching this video. Go to history or go study history if you want to be a professor in history or if you want to be a teacher in history. Do not waste your time studying anything besides STEM. STEM is science, technology, engineering, mathematics. And obviously lawyer and doctor fall under those four things. It's going to be a waste of time. You're going to regret it, and you're just going to blow a lot of money. I made the mistake of going to study arts, and obviously if I didn't go, I wouldn't have found my passion in fitness, health, nutrition, psychology, which later on I did. So now I'm going back to school to get my bachelor's of science to then eventually, I'm still trying to figure out which PhD route I want to take, but I think I'm making this official and documenting it. I'm going to get my PhD and become a doctor. And I'm going to document it, and I'm going to, everything I learn, provide value to you guys so that you can also take actionable steps. But I still haven't decided if I want to do like my PhD in like sports physiology or kinesiology, but I'm really leaning towards the kinesiology side of things. But I'm going to get my PhD in kinesiology. Oh, well, there you go. I think I just said it. I like kinesiology because it involves obviously what I'm passionate about, like health, nutrition, fitness, human body, movement, and just being the healthiest human alive. That's like the things that you study, like just understanding human health in regards to movement. So obviously I didn't know that when I first went into university, but now I do. And now I'm going to document the journey. I'm going to enjoy it because I love self-educating myself about it. And don't listen to the people that tell you that university is a waste of time. It's a waste of time if you're not studying something you love. It's a waste of time if you're studying something you're forced to study and you're studying something that it doesn't feel natural. It feels like I'm like being pulled to do this. If you're not feeling pulled to do it and you're just following either your friends, following your parents' decisions for you, then stay away from it. But if it feels natural, that's your consciousness life telling you, okay, this is what This is what your purpose is. This is where you're going to find the most value and then provide it back to the world. So I like educating. I like teaching you guys about all these different things I learn, health-wise, nutrition-wise, fitness-wise. So I feel like being a professor would be pretty sick, because I feel like I'm already professing on this camera in a sense, but professing in front of other people and like students that can in the future make, changes and, be the future. Just want to inspire and help the future of our generation or the next generation. Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud at this point, but if you guys stuck around to this point of the video, I love you guys. Subscribe if you're new. Follow if you're new. Follow along the journey while I document everything. And yeah, peace. Create more than you consume. Serve others. Love everyone. I love you guys.